The automobile industry in Ghana is set to take off. At least 7 global brands, including this Chinese brand, Changan, have set up assembly plants in the country, and they say they are making waves in the local market.
This pickup is actually doing very well in the Ghanaian market ever since we started, because people try and they keep coming back and giving us referrals as well.
This first automotive summit in Accra has created a platform for car brands to display their cars to attract new markets and also discuss ways to make Ghana's automobile industry thrive.
I would like to see a whole assembly plant with just Ghanaians. So it's technology transfer here. These companies must make sure that they transfer the best of technology and keep the technology within.
In 2019, the government adopted a policy to encourage foreign automobile companies to build car plants in Ghana. Under that policy, legislation is being amended to ban the import of second-hand vehicles more than 10 years old. Ghana imports about 100,000 cars every year. The global car brands that have already set up their assembly plants in the country want to ramp up production here to reduce imports. The government also plans to introduce a 35% tax on imported used cars, which are between 1 to 5 years old. Local car dealers argue it will lead to job losses when implemented.
Nobody wants to buy a car and pay so much on just roadworthy. So it doesn't help us, we the business people. So we would like the government should come again, because it's destroying our businesses.
Still, players within the car assembly industry want the government to implement the reform.
We cannot keep on dumping vehicles in our market. The vehicles that we are producing locally, they are as same, as better, and even good condition. We want to create our own used cars. We should collaborate and get this thing done very well. It will be a beneficial for everyone.
As the demand for locally assembled cars grows, Ghana hopes it will be a launch pad for the country to become a hub for car manufacturing in the sub-region.
Welcome again, guys, to another episode of the WSXM Podcast. And in this video, we're seeing that Ghana is trying to become a next hub, automotive hub for assembly, well, a motor hub assembly for the continent. And this is a very good look for Ghana. Why? For one, this will ease the influx of used cars on the continent and also in Ghana, because they over 100,000 cars they import annually. So you can imagine the hurt that's going to bring on the environment. Two, it doesn't really help the country financially, because used car companies don't really hire people. They hire maybe like 1 to 2, maybe 3 person max. So there's not a big hiring in that sector. And it's mostly the person who owns the used car company is actually making the money, not by hiring people or giving people jobs. So he's crying. I don't feel sorry for them in any. And second, with this new deal and the car becoming a manufacturing hub, when these 7 companies bring their manufacturing plants in Ghana, this is gonna open up the doors for hiring. It's gonna hire a lot of people. A couple of hundred people will get hired from this, because indirectly and directly. Direct hiring will be engineers, people to work on the plant line to assemble the cars. Indirectly, no. Directly, again, they're going to need sales personnel, they're going to need secretaries and all of that. So that's a group of people. Indirectly now, it's going to be good for companies to supply these companies with like, for instance, tires and cleaning products to clean the cars, to wash the cars, and second-hand salesperson as well. So all around is a good look. And this is what I'm saying. When the government try to make a move, you always have someone come in the background saying, this is not good for the country and blah, 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 blah. But this used car salesman saying it's not good. But how much people do you hire? Maybe 2? Not as the automotive assembly line will hire hundreds of people to assemble these cars. It will help with the influx of used cars to be dumped and in the country and also on the continent. And this will open up the doors for people to have to own newer cars, to do cost them less money for repairs, because we never have a new car. It take, like for the first 5 years, 5, 6 years, with a new car, you don't really do much work on it. As if you buy a used car, sometimes directly after you buy the used car, I'll be spending money to repair it and all of that. So, like all in all, this is a good look for Ghana, and they're not all the time the government make good decisions and follow through. But with this one, following through on this one, this will give me a great advantage for the continent. As contrary to what some people think that Africa don't have a manufacturing hub. That's what some economists are saying. Africa can manage it because we don't have people bright enough or smart enough. But this proved them wrong, that we do have engineers in Africa, brilliant engineers. And also we already have a trucking company that manufacturing the trucks in I think South Africa for the past 20 years, and they are taking off right now. So it's happening. So this is a good look for Ghana. Thanks. Shout out to the Ghanaian government. Quick question, quick analysis as well. Where I'm from, Jamaica. With Jamaica don't import no cars that's over 5 years. You have to be 5 years and under. And it costs so much money to import said car. If let's say pay 15,000 for the car, you're gonna pay at least 13,000 just to bring it in the country. So it's like buying it twice. So it kind of pushing us to buy cars and import in the country as us. So I think this is the road Ghana is going down, banning cars older than 10 years. That's good. So it forces people to go and get new cars locally. So anyway, that's good. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. If you think it's a good move by Ghana to banning the import of over 100,000 cars into the country, used cars, and having these assembly plants for these cars in the country, boost economy, boost bring jobs to the country, and boost revenue for the government as well. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Don't know. As always, tell a friend to tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. And also my link for my Patreon is in the description if you feel like supporting the channel as well. So don't know. Peace. One love. Boom.